TNC draft, right? To me, TNC, it's all about you're active, you're aggressive, you're running at them, the supports have playmaking potential. This game, it doesn't even really feel like the supports have a huge amount of playmaking potential. Maybe Tim's will prove me wrong. And then the cores are all greedy. But like for the first 10 minutes, they have one Chronosphere, and that kind of feels like it's it. I don't know. This is weird. We'll see how it goes. Maybe there's something that we're not seeing. But yeah. You gotta pay attention to who's tipping who's tipping the opposing team and who's tipping their team. Yeah. All right. Well, TNC, they're gonna try an aggressive move to begin with here. Maybe they can snag themselves a first blood. It is going to be a side lane Storm Spirit. TNC, what can they get done here? They're just waiting up on this hill. I saw this play the other day, and somebody was silly enough to come and run into this little section of vision that the tower has, and that like completely just gave the game away. I don't think TNC are going to be making the same mistake. Jabs coming around the corner. He hasn't seen them yet. They spots him down. There's 4 heroes surrounding him. He immediately pops the Arctic Burn, and he's actually okay. He survives on 30 HP. Oh god. Of all the heroes.
The battle begins.
Yeah, I kind of knew that was going to be coming. And then DJ, all right, he doesn't quite manage to steal that bounty rune. Who's going to get to this other one over here? Gabby, all right, looks like he is going to end up beating Scythe. So it's still 3 bounty runes for TNC, but that should have certainly been the first blood for them. Yeah. Alright, so Abed has skilled up the Cold Snap at level 1. 1 point in Quas. I don't know if he's going to be just going straight Quas-Wex this game. Every game that I've seen him play this Invoker, he has been picking up at least some points in the Exort early on. But
it's Storm.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah, Cuckoo is 0 experience so far. Not fun. Armel taking quite a lot of damage at mid. Looks like he got cold snapped and then just right clicked a bit. This is historically a pretty reasonable matchup for the Tinker, but Laser has been made quite a bit weaker kind of since then. The cooldown is really long at the lower levels, so I don't actually know. Armel's just copying more right clicks here. Hasn't even bought a salve or anything, and now the Abed going for the tornado. Is this attack and they miss? Okay, we got the fairy fire. Both of those attacks hit uphill, but Abed is just in complete control of this lane. He's sitting on the opposing high ground. Salve gets delivered, so he's okay now, but how is this Gyrocopter doing in terms of CS? He's actually not doing too badly. 6 and 4 on MP. Yeah, I don't think he doesn't really have to be worried. There isn't a ton of kill potential here between the Tusk and the Storm Spirit. So yeah, I'm a fan. He's also picked up boots, so he's going to be able to chase quite a long way. Yep. They're going to come in with the Arctic Burn. There's also double damage for Jabs. All right, there's the Splinter Blast, slowing him down. Cuckoo's definitely dead. Tims does have a snowball to try and buy a couple of seconds. Ice a little bit low, but he just drags them up the lane so they have more room to chase. Cuckoo gets into the trees, but the Shards block is not going to be enough. Tims did everything that he could to try and save him there, but still, first blood for Jabs. Yeah, they would have... do you think they needed the DD to get that kill? Or do you think... Yeah. Still not a very fun situation. Cuckoo, mid lane, another tornado coming through. But Tinker is still leading on the CS, has gone for the double null talisman build so far. DJ getting harassed by Ninja Boogie. Right now, it's pretty even across the board in terms of the lanes. Very slight net worth advantage going Fnatic's way, but not too bad. The Void is at least finding pretty good farm. I think it's really important that Gabby has a good start because he's really going to be the only playmaker early on here for TNC. They're going to be waiting a really long time for Armel to really come online, right? Tinker needs his BOTs and his Blink to really be even remotely useful to his team.
Invisibility.
Scar and play.
Yeah, it's also kind of tough because he's sort of the... Oh no, Armel getting ganked up. Jab's just making moves everywhere so far this game. He got the double damage, got him a kill at bottom, he gets the invis, he gets him a kill at mid. TNC really paying for not having any rune vision right now. I think they even saw that Jabs picked up that invis. I feel like Tim's was over there, but maybe that was not communicated. Yeah, might not have seen him. Yeah. Alright, Tim's wants this bounty, but the other one is going to go to Jabs. Oh, battle for the top ones. DJ does actually manage to grab it. He needs the mana to tether away. Does get it. MP, no stress there. They do not have a bottle just yet on this move. DJ actually wants to go back to the shop, get the bottle, and then he'll get the refill. And he does it. Alright, nice. Oh, and Jabs now with the smoke. Smoked up behind on the mid lane. I mean, it is 5 minutes already, so he's not going to be able to snipe the courier. He just wants another kill on Armel. Abed does have 3 points up in the Wex now, so he's got a pretty good tornado. EMP coming through. Splinter Blast looks like it got disjointed by the tornado, though. So they... Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I think. Because they still had the cold snap, he would have been... Yeah, would have just gotten right click.
One of my favorites.
All mine.
Storm's always.
Oh. Alright. Abba getting punched. Tim's may have bitten off a little bit more than he could chew here. Tornado's coming through. Abed looking to finish the kill. March of the Machines does grab Abed though, so that is so much gold for Armel. 440 gold actually for that kill. Well worth it for Tim's to make that play.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But yeah, like you're saying, Ice just has complete free reign down bottom. He's gonna have his Dominator soon. Gonna very quickly take this tower after that. I mean, he's just keeping his siege creep alive right now. There's a huge creep wave and nobody's anywhere nearby. Storm Spirit's just been jungling. Cuckoo heading back to base. Yeah, this is big. I mean, look at all this pressure. Look at all the vision in the Radiant jungle. They know exactly what's going to happen. They know that the Storm Spirit is going to be farming. They know that the Tinker also wants all of that jungle farm. So if Fnatic take these tier 1 towers early on, I don't know what TNC are going to do. They just don't have anywhere to go. They don't have any other plays to really make. Yeah. Ooh. Armel in big trouble at mid. Abed, tornado in 1 second's time. Jabs might take this kill. No, Abed wants it. All right, one more auto attack secures. That's a deep dive, but just no turnaround. Like, Ninja Boogie's playing Lich. What's he gonna do? Even if he was carrying a TP there, I don't know what he does. Tim's feeling like he has to make all the plays for his team, but he's getting scouted by these wards everywhere that he goes. So they're just kind of avoiding him and ganking the opposite lane.
If they have.
Oh, Centaur Stomp on Cuckoo at bottom. He does get the level 6 off of the creep wave. He's gonna be okay. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like they went too far one way in the draft the previous game, and now they've gone too far in the opposite direction now. Previous game was really fast, very single target oriented, not a whole lot of farming, and now this game it's too much farming, no playmaking, and Yeah, just not a whole lot of early game. So, falling behind, 2k net worth lead in Fnatic's favor. Jab's about to reach level 5. He's doing pretty well. Cuckoo feeling confident with the raindrop. But...
One of my favorites.
yeah. Has Jeb's always beaten this BM? I feel like over the course of this qualifier, I've seen him like spamming all chat wheels, Chronosphere up top onto DJ. Did they actually finish this kill? He's got stick charges, Tornado buying some time. DJ's actually going to be okay. He's got a salve, but now it's Gabby's who in big trouble. Can he actually get the time walk off? No. Cold Snap plus the Rocket Barrage is inescapable. Fnatic are throwing tips at Gabby. Oh no.
But what?
One of my favorites.
Yep.
One of my
Catch up. They tipped some junk. Honestly.
He doesn't even have boots, so yeah, that's gonna take a little bit. Yeah, well, those are items. He's got something going on. Oh. Jabs get. Yeah. They're just kind of running at top, but they just wanted these bouncy runes. Scythe completely securing the bottom side. There's even still a bounty over here. The vision is just insane from Fnatic. They see everything. They actually have like almost every single jungle camp some semblance of vision there. So they just know everything that TNC are doing. Yeah. Tinker in trouble at mid. Oh.
Dire's top tower
Deciding against running up into the March of the Machines, I suppose. Doesn't have a TP scroll on him at the moment, so TNC pressuring top. Cuckoo being pretty aggro. Gyrocopter does have the call down ready to go. They're going to zip in over towards Jabs. Cuckoo already using a little bit of mana. The supports are just staying safe in the trees, and Cuckoo's actually taking a lot of damage here. They're going to pop the Winter's Curse on him. Looking for the lockdown. Cold Snap Rocket Barrage, just dead. Doesn't get the opportunity to use the Ball Lightning. Down he goes. We don't even get this. Oh my god, we don't even get to see how much gold that was because there's 4 heroes in the kill feed. Oh man. Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. Yeah. Abed's going for the Meteor Hammer for this game. I don't like this item at all on the Quaswex Invoker. I think it's a bait. I think it's a trap. It's like there's this idea in your head of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tornado them and I'm gonna get the tornado lift time talent and then I'm gonna Meteor Hammer them after the tornado and it's gonna be great. What always ends up happening in practice is like you just get stunned during the Meteor Hammer and you wish you just finish your Spirit Vessel or a Force Staff or your Aghanim Scepter a little bit faster, but Abed's going for it. That's true. That's true. That's true. Did he win that game? I don't think he won that game. Yeah. Oh, okay. Chrono dropped the top, but MP's actually still surviving. DJ with the tether, keeping him alive. The Chain Frost is bouncing. It does its job, but Cuckoo loses all of his mana to the EMP. He pops the stick charges. He really wants this DJ kill. He could have zipped at any time, really, but just wanted to man up for that one. Abed now the tether target since MP is dead. DJ is going to be brought down. Tim's making some plays. Gabby going in with the auto attacks. No point in the time dilation, so Abed able to just keep on running out of here. There is the Walrus Punch for Tim's. Abed lifted up into the air. Does get the ice wall down now, but Ice is looking for the turnaround. He comes in with the Ravage. Tim's no snowball for 3 seconds time. Gabby just barely able to get the TP off. Abed a little bit off the mark with the Tornado, and Ninja Boogie also TPing out. So overall trade ends up being a 2-for-1. They got the Gyrocopter down, which is certainly nice, making use of their big ultimate combination, but still need a lot of time to farm on the Storm and the Tinker.
Heroes will be.
Radiant's middle tower is
So it was actually a 2-for-2, right? The Storm did also die. So Cuckoo. All right, need this EMP to land. Cold Snap, no mana. Abed waiting for him on the high ground. Spam a couple more chat wheels. All right.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Are fortified.
Maybe just feels like he doesn't have enough damage after they went for that chrono earlier. He couldn't even kill the Wisp, but yeah, still jabs. All right, going to be brought down by the missiles. Armel does have his BOTs now, so able to start coming in and just spamming out rockets on these lanes. Top lane's getting pressured by Ice though. He's got his catapult buddy in tow. 15-minute runes coming up. Gabby waiting down here. He does have a Chronosphere soon, but I think he just wants the rune. They don't really have... Oh, they do also have the Chronosphere. And the Chain Frost, I mean. Gabby getting gone on. Time walk down into the low ground. Oh, turn around, looking for it. He's getting Cold Snap. Those are the only catch. MP and Ninja Boogie can't run forward. They got the call down there. Ice is actually dead over at top. Gabby, the pursuit is still on. Abed does not have Cold Snap for a little bit. Relocate, looking over to keep on chasing. They get the ice wall down. He's got another time walk. He goes back the opposite direction. Abed's got the Cold Snap now, so that should be the end of him. Gabby trying to taunt his way out, but yeah, he's still dead.
If Gabby saw through.
Yeah.
Second delay.
They did manage to kill the Tide elsewhere, though, so Armel is actually pretty close to his Blink Dagger now. So he's getting pretty big on this Tinker. He is far and away #1 on net worth. I still don't know if this is going to be like a completely safe game for him, but anyways.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How?
Do you think he has to, does he have to chrono the Tide in these situations? Because otherwise, like, Ice is just going to pop Ravage every single time Chronosphere comes out. They can't really kill him necessarily. Oh, Armel getting caught in the trees. They're going to use the Ravage for this one. Bring the Tinker down. Jabs. Also still surviving. Tier 2 tower about to be brought down. TNC, they're looking for a smoke gank on the other side of the map. DJ and MP are the targets. Jump forward from Cuckoo. They get the drag back. They're also looking a little bit further ahead. Looking for this MP kill. The Chain Frost is bouncing. They get the Winter's Curse out. Tornado controlling Ninja Boogie. Tim's going to take a little bit more damage. Jabs is low. Cuckoo, this is his last little bit of mana. He's really committing for this. Gabby also time walking forward. Ninja Boogie getting gone on, but they got the Chronosphere for Abed. Fortunately, the shards does not push him out. He's still okay for now, though. DJ buying back into the game, looking to save Abed. Good turnaround plays from Fnatic. They're going to be looking for both of these cores. Gabby has the homing missile on him. Still waiting a couple more seconds. for the time walk. He won't be able to get it. It's just a little bit too late. Cuckoo with the stick charges. That's a 1 point. It's a 1 point sunstrike. It looks cool, but that's yeah. That's more of a I see you. If I was Exort Evoker, you're dead. But yeah. Yeah. I was wondering. I saw him with the Ogre Axe in his inventory, but then also the ring and the Sobi, and I was like, but he had the Ags queued up. I was like, is he going Meteor Hammer then back for Ag? The problem with Meteor Hammer is this: it's so much lower range than Tornado and EMP, so like you end up having to run so much further forward than you ever want to on Invoker just to use it. I don't think it's good. Yep. Gotcha.
Top lane or... The fact that he did hood now. Aghanim's or...
Yeah. Is this a... What do you think this game is? Is it an Ags game? There's only really the one right clicker in the gyrocopter, but like the AoE damage is maybe useful for the supports. So yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I meant the Dagon versus Ags on Tinker. What build do you think he's gonna go for here?
Downer bird.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah. Do you think he gives any thought to the early Hex, or does he definitely need to do damage? The Hex is probably a lot harder to use on Tinker now, right? With the mana cost increase. It's actually gonna shred your mana pool.
Fine.
Oh. Looking for MP. Jumping forward, but this is a pretty decently positioned fight for Fnatic. They've got this high ground. Chainfrost is bouncing around a little bit, though. They dropped the Winter's Curse onto the Storm. Chainfrost still doing good damage. DJ, that's going to be the last bounce. I don't know why they are sunstriking the Storm Spirit. It's a little bit more harassment. Cuckoo jumping in a little bit too deep. He gets Cold Snap, and he gets brought down. He was just looking for an opportunity to TP out. TNC, they... yeah, that was... I don't know if he was trying to, like, TP during the zip and do that kind of a thing, but a bit of a weird direction to go if that was the plan. Yeah. No. Of course not. Alright, Tim's... I mean, he's looking at Ice, but Ice is just looking right back at him. He doesn't really care. He's got 28 HP regen, so... He's fine. Gabby, so we do have another Chronosphere ready for him, but haven't. Yep. Jab's getting jumped on here by Cuckoo. Gonna pop the Winter's Curse and look for his opportunity to escape. Trying to find a hidey hole to be able to TP out, but he is completely surrounded by TNC heroes. He at least got his Observer Ward down, but it's also gonna get quickly dewarded, so... yeah, that's just... oh. Tried to predict where Armel was going. Not so. Okay, Armel is gonna be going for the Dagon build here, so... he's still farming pretty nicely, but MP is catching up a little bit. He's got his BKB completed now, going to be going back for the SNY, and we haven't even really seen this combo fully come online with only level 12. They're going for a relocate out. Can they cancel the... Yes, they can. They've got the Chain Frost bouncing. That was super close. They didn't even put a stun onto DJ until that chrono came out, but that was perfect. That was exactly what they needed. Who were they actually looking for? So Ice ravaged top because they were hoping to relocate onto the Tinker, but it just so happened that that TNC gank found them at the perfect time. And now they're cancel Ice's TP. Armel's back for revenge. This is going to be big for TNC as they get 3 big pickoffs all across the map. And all of a sudden, they're in the lead net worth-wise. Jump forward. Abed also going to get gone on. He's got the EMP down at least, so Cuckoo has to reconsider his decision, and we'll just zip TP away.
Such a great...
Unfortunately for them, they can't really take Roche or any other objective off of that, but they are just going to be looking for more kills. Jab puts himself into the cold embrace, but Armel just snipes him down, no problem. Long-range laser. They're looking for MP. He's out here kind of on an island. He was just looking for some farm. He's going to take 3 different rockets for his trouble. DJ's there to heal him up, so that's all okay. TNC are going into Roshan. This is not easy. They do have pretty good damage from the Tinker. It's a little bit easier to nuke Roshan down now since they reduced his magic resist. I mean, look at the Tinker actually go. He's actually chunking this. Yeah, he's coming in. All right, there's the tornado. Winter Wyvern's trying to get in here for the curse, but actually just going to get jumped. Does get the curse over onto the void. 25 seconds to go on the Ravage. They're focusing on the Gabby a little bit. He's the one with the Aegis. He's actually got a Chronosphere up soon. Jumps back over. DJ and MP going to work. They pop the BKB on the Gyrocopter. The Chain Frost is still bouncing. They lose jabs. Armel managing to snipe him. Armel needing to go back for some mana here. Gabby getting cold snap now. Homing missile also chasing into him. He won't be able to get the time walk off, but Ice is trapped by the shards. He doesn't have a blink. He's just standing his ground here. 5 seconds to go until the Ravage is back up. MP looking for his opportunity, but Gabby finds the perfect Chronosphere. 2 cores on the back lines. Cuckoo jumps over the top of it. They're buying back on Abed. Ice, he pops the Ravage, but it's not going to find a kill. Gabby does lose all this mana to the EMP, but he's still okay. Sunstrike is fishing, but Tim's is fine. He TP's out, and another huge win for TNC. And now, all right, they're the ones getting in on the chat wheels now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was Invoker and Gyrocopter. It was actually really big. So I guess there was a ward. The warding has actually been doing so much for TNC, right? This ward that they had over here a little bit earlier got them that Gyro Wisp kill, and then this ward over near the shrine set up that secondary Chronosphere. So yeah, Fnatic really having to get the 2 wards. Yeah, and Cuckoo's just able to start jumping around. He's only about 1k gold away from his Bloodstone. So he's really starting to feel himself. And this is where they've kind of shaken off the fact that they had that greeny laning stage. This is where the lineup is actually starting to do its work. Jab's going to interrupt the TP on the Tinker. They're going to relocate in on top of Armel. He might be able to get the blink out, though. He's just spamming it. They didn't have an interrupt. Ice is still hunting for him. They've got the cold snap. They're going to bring him into the snowball. MP doing his best with the BKB. Can they finally bring down Armel? He won't be able to get off one more blink. DJ gets right-clicked down. So MP's still left here, but I think that's where he wants to be. Abed keeps on fighting. Fnatic here without their supports. It's a 3v4. Ice standing strong on the front lines. Gabby finds the Chronosphere, but
it's right as Abed gets the deafening blast out, so they can't actually hit him. Abed keeping himself alive for a little bit longer. DJ buying back. Abed brought down Tim, rolling forward onto MP. He's taking big damage, and Armel also buying back into the game, starting to nuke everybody down. It's a double kill so far for Cuckoo. Armel wants to get involved. He also finds a double. And TNC, this is looking more like it as they take this fight. Still not very fast at pushing, but with all these heroes dead, they are going to, at the very least, get this tier 2, and then probably start looking towards the high ground. There is a dire glyph. Jabs is alive. What a fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Hard for me.
They see Jabs, and Jabs is destroyed. Immediately buys back, but he could potentially just die again. They're still just so bad at pushing, but if they can at least get this tier 3, that would be big. That's a lot of map control. Yeah. Still 15 seconds to go. Lift's already being used. Ice up in 6 seconds. As soon as he respawns, he does have the Ravage available. Wisp does not have his partner. They do get the Winter's Curse out onto 2, buying a couple more seconds. MP running forward onto Ninja Boogie. He doesn't get the Chain Frost out, and now they're chasing forward a little bit. Gabby pops his BKB, just looking to run out, and it looks like TNC just gonna cut their losses. Abed is looking for more off to the side, but Cuckoo will be able to evade him. So Fnatic, they hold. The melee barrack's still alive, but still, these last couple of minutes have been from bad to worse from the Fnatic perspective, and just looking better and better and better from TNC. What level Dagon does this Tinker have now? Already up to Dagon 4. Oh, God. SSS. This is Cuckoo. Cuckoo wants that 200 gold. He's gonna get it. Fnatic sitting around here waiting on this high ground. They don't have the Winter's Curse just yet. They do have Ravage, but no blink or anything. Ice wants this bouncy rune, but Cuckoo even comes in and snatches that out from underneath his nose. So Cuckoo's starting to make some big plays, and this is where the flashy mechanical skill of these TNC cores is going to start coming in pretty big. They still got to be careful. If they get caught out by a stray stun or something like that, they're in big trouble. They're both kind of the definition of glass cannons right now. And they didn't smoke Armel. Armel wanted that smoke, but they were just on the edge of the range. Okay, so he's just gonna have to wander a little bit behind. They're going past Ice. They're thinking about going on, and they're gonna drop the Chronosphere. Jab's gonna be looking for the save. Is this Cold Embrace gonna be enough? I don't think so. Armel just got Ice lined up. Okay, he does survive for now. Now they drop the Ravage onto Gabby, and CKB already wearing down. Jabs in such a good position to turn this fight. Cuckoo's committing. Needs to be careful. This is the last little bit of mana that he's got. Abed's looking for more. Who will he find? Looks like they've spotted Tim's up here on the high ground. He does have a blink. Abed finds him, and they're gonna wait for the relocate. Wants to secure the bouncy rune. Snowball buys a couple more seconds, but making 100% sure that he can't get the blink off after the snowball with a nice deafening blast. And Fnatic, all right, their turn to find a good team fight.
Fnatic.
Yeah, they're really struggling with the lockdown at the moment. He is. Yeah, unless he ends up with the gyrocopter right on top of him and he just gets mowed down by the side gunner and regular auto attacks, but yeah. Gabby is stalking Ice here, but still 10 seconds to go on the Chronosphere cooldown, 45 seconds to go on the Ravage, so there's a little window here for TNC where they're going to have the Chrono, but there won't be the Ravage. for the Fnatic side. 10-second BKB for Abed, so he's going to be a little bit more free to move around in these fights, but still needs to be careful. He's going to have to pop that BKB pretty preemptively. This Dagon 5 is going to hurt if that goes off on him. MP and DJ are split pushing because they can relocate in, but they need to be careful about when they relocate, since that Chronosphere is always going to be a threat.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Yeah, DJ doesn't want to actually show. There isn't anything the MP can really do to protect him if the storm goes on him. And he doesn't have his Glimmer Cape or anything just yet.
Regeneration.
The stash.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they've probably seen it. Yeah, he doesn't even. Yeah, it doesn't need to get anywhere near the cores, right? That's the Void and the Tinker's job. It's just the Storm's job to make life extremely miserable for Jabs, who doesn't have any defensive items whatsoever. DJ, I mean, also not even that farm. I feel like we've seen DJ Wisp have a lot more by this stage of the game, but kind of struggling a little bit. And yeah, there's an Aegis and Cheese to be claimed. So Kuku did decide just to go for the BKB at the end of the day. So they are going to have a double BKB timing coming up for TNC, so less to worry about against this Tidehunter. Scythe is about to pick up a Blink and a couple hundred gold, so that is going to help him potentially find the initiation against the triple BKBs. Oh my god, Jabs. He's just gone. Arcane Rune on Kuku, and he's out of there.
Arms for the dead.
Avid or just Agonum's a lot of damage. Just one good team. He is just.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And TNC getting a free Roche. They just head straight into the pit. I mean, bottom gets pushed in a little bit by MP and DJ, but that's about the extent of it. And now Kuku can kind of do whatever he wants in these fights. He's got BKB and Aegis. He's very free to jump into the back lines.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
How's the Hex going on Invoker? Only 2.4k towards it, so it's still going to take Abed a little bit. And you know, if he happens to, he can't afford to buy back at this point. I think they desperately need this Hex, but we'll see what happens. Depends on how these fights play out.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh. Fnatic are hunting. They're looking for something. They don't want the Storm Spirit, but they're the first one that he spots. So Kuku just jumps right back to his team. He's going to be okay. And now TNC gets to make the decision about whether or not they actually want to try and find something here. Dire Scan reveals that they're coming forward. They do get the dust up onto Gabby, and he just backs off. TNC not willing to take a fight blindly into this high ground. They don't have vision. They don't know what's waiting up there. MP, not going to get caught by the shards at mid. He's going to be all right. Okay. Tinker commits for the BKB, so Armel making his decision. But this next fight is going to be huge. 2 10-second BKBs for TNC on the Storm and the Tinker. They just don't have to care at all about Scythe.
Tide is not pink.
No, he's playing like he is, but they could definitely kill him if they wanted to. Yeah, he's got the Wyvern backing him up at least. I think that's the big thing. Jabs has blinks, but yeah, still.
Radiant are scanning.
Now, okay, Armel's going back for Hex. TNC pretty calculated, pretty careful. Still not going to be easy for them to end this game necessarily. If things get truly desperate for Fnatic, I guess they can start tethering the Tide and they can get the AoE Gush to shove lanes. If they really wanted to sit inside the base. Scythe walking a little bit too far out. He's being broken. They do have the Cold Embrace to help save him. Cuckoo looking for these supports. The Chain Frost is just bouncing off the Mud Golem. Scythe thinks about the Ravage, doesn't get it off. The Winter's Curse, they do manage to control Cuckoo a little bit, but he's still got mana, so he's going to go hunting for jabs. The Sunstrike is there. Abed manages to burst down the Aegis at the very least. But Cuckoo still going to be okay. Zips back out to his team. The Waves are not in a good position, so even taking that fight, they're not really going to capitalize too much. But still 70 seconds dead for Scythe. That Chain Frost was hilarious.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
Yeah, TNC just...
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Is thinking kind of one step ahead. Cuckoo's got the other gem. He's got the TNC gem at the moment. So much for that Glimmer Cape on the Wisp. DJ just gonna have to rely on having pretty good positioning. And they did take this tier 3 earlier, so able to come in here and start sieging a little bit. MP trying to get in the front lines. Yeah, needing to be careful. Oh, Cuckoo misses the dodge on that homing missile. Needs to be careful, doesn't have the Aegis anymore, but he does still have his BKB backing him up. Plenty of buybacks for this next fight, so we'll see. They're threatening MP, but not going to force out the BKB successfully. Abed's running forward. Needs to be a little bit careful to get the Winter's Curse onto the Storm. They are going to EMP him. He's losing some mana. Scythe drops the Ravage. They're looking for the Chainstone, but there's the defensive Snowball. Gabby jumps in. It's the Chronosphere onto the backline. DJ's still pretty tanky though, but not with Armel turning up. He pops his BKB. The Wisp is down. That's a lot of Gyrocopter's damage gone, but MP is still looking pretty healthy. The Chain Frost bouncing around. Jabs getting gone on by Cuckoo in the backlines. They finished the 2 supports, but looks like nothing left to actually go for the cores. Armel losing his nerve as his BKB wears out. And in the end, it's just going to end up being the 2 support kills from the side of TNC. But that was Ravage used, that was Winter's Curse used. So
Radiant structures are fortified.
yeah, how's the Hex is still ages away for Invoker. Alright. And yeah, they used their glyph last time around as well. Cuckoo jumping in now. They spot MP. He doesn't even have the BKB. Abed doing his best to save him with the tornado, but Cuckoo's still just jumping around everywhere. Now Armel arrives to the fight once again, jumping forward with the Dagon. He's found 2 kills so far, and now they're going to be looking for a third. Scythe. Buyback from MP and a buyback from Abed. The Cataclysm actually kills the Tinker. He's dead for 120. MP still chasing Cuckoo, a little bit low on mana. Fnatic, can they find more? They really need to make these buybacks count. Ninja Boogie just finds a spot to TP out. He's gone. Yeah.
Did I hear you squeak?
Text, but
Yeah, it feels like the Storm and the Tinker are just putting a ton of pressure on him, right? He doesn't feel like he can actually head outside of the base. Doesn't want to have to use a BKB charge, like, just to survive. And doesn't even know about the Void, right? The Void could just come Shadow Blading up and Chronosphere him at any time. So he hasn't really been farming.
Right said about this right now. Scythe. Someone down.
Let us fight!
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah. Oh, we've been talking about Hex. It's actually Cuckoo who gets his Hex first, so he is going to be even more of a terror for these supports. And maybe even, yeah, starting on the cores now as well, right? If he jumps in and gets the Hex on MP or Abed before they get their BKB off, I think he could actually quite easily find that kill. And TNC back on the front foot, smoking up, making their way out. They don't see anybody, but the smoke does get broken. They know that Scythe is here. Cuckoo just going to go jumping forward onto him. Jumps through the tornado. Scythe in some trouble. Jabs, compromising his positioning a little bit to get that cold embrace off. He just gets immediately hexed down and killed off. Now Scythe is in big trouble. Gabby doesn't want to use the chrono to kill him, and they won't even need to. Armel zaps Scythe down. MP is outside of the base. He doesn't have DJ tethering him. They're going to drop the big old chrono on top of it. The Winter's Curse buying some time. MP kept alive. He's got a BKB and a Satanic. Cataclysm coming through. Does decent damage to the Void. MP still just needs to pop the Satanic and start healing back up. He's now pretty much unkillable. Tim's in the Glimmer Cape. He's all right. One more auto attack, though, brings him down. Fnatic doing such a good job of saving their gyrocopter and disengaging there. Cuckoo just a little bit of a miscalculation, jumping inside of the chronosphere like that. And I guess Armel didn't quite have the mana or couldn't quite get in position to lay down some more damage. So yeah. Yeah, Tims has been playing really well.
Target. He set the fight.
Oh man, Roshan's up, and Roshan's pretty much already dead. And that is going to be a refresher shard for this Faceless Void. Thought one Chronosphere was hard enough. Fnatic. They're still hanging out around here. They're sitting right on top of this Radiant Observer Ward. TNC have pretty much full information. They're going to be waiting around for their Tusk to respawn, but... yeah. Do you think they should have given the Aegis to the Void instead? Just to make sure that the Chronospheres go off? Like, I know that Aegis plus Storm, the formula is like, Storm is the best Aegis carrier, pretty much, in the game, but I feel like in this situation, maybe they could have given it to the Void.
Okay, so Storm is gonna tinker, start the fight.
Yep. Tinker has a Hex now as well. Oh my god, they've got two Observer Wards inside of the base. MP's gonna be the one to go forward and de-ward them. Wait. Can someone please hit this Observer? Oh, they get the Hex out onto the Gyrocopter. They're trying to save him with the Tornado. Glimmer Cape also helping with the Chronosphere. Catches on the board. Gabby's going to have a second one as well. It's a 5-meg Chrono. He lets Scythe and MP out of it, actually. He's just focusing on Abed. Now going back over to DJ. MP actually runs into it. They've lost Abed. MP popping his Satanic, but he doesn't have the tether, so he's not getting healed while he's stunned. Scythe, he's already used the Ravage to try for the save, but it's looking like TNC are just all over them. They're going to end this game right here, right now. GG called. And TNC. We doubted, Jimmy. We doubted. We weren't sure about this draft. They played
so well.
No way, dude. I mentioned this. Longer